Okay, now let's do the leg control, the foot controls. We're going to open up our control curves window, which you can see from a previous tutorial when we did the simple rig. And I'm going to use the rectangle here. Okay, and I like to separate FK and IK handles or controls by shape. So for me, FK is circle and IK is a square. Alright, and we should call this foot control left underscore foot CTL. And let's keep in mind that we need to have naming conventions. Left, right, joint, and controls should be CTL. Geometry is GO, groups, group, CNT for connections. Alright, and right now the pivot point of this is in the wrong place, so I want to move the pivot point. I press D in Mac, I press D in V and snap it to the ankle. Alright, and that's my foot control. I will definitely freeze transformations first because you want this to have zeros. Alright, so let's look at our IK. So inverse kinematics tool right here. We have a couple of options. We have single chain and rotation plane. For the legs that we're going to be using, I think that rotation plane is quite effective, so we're going to use rotation plane solver. What we do here is we then select here, and it's always good and important to check our IK. If we push it up and it moves forward like that, that means our orientations were probably done correctly. So this isn't bad. Now, what does the rotation plane, RP, allow us to do? Let's just bend it. Let's just bend this knee right here, which we are going to do what we call a pole vector constraint, but that kind of just gives us a little bit extra like knee kind of twisting. It gives us a little bit more we can play with. Alright? Next, I'm going to make an IK from here to here, here to here, and here to here. So I just made quite a few. I made 4 IK handles. And the other thing I should have pointed out is I turn sticky on. Now some people I know think that turning sticky on is not a good idea, but what sticky means is when you move it around, it's stuck to the ground. So now we're going to add some controls to our left foot control. We can use the PDF as a guide, so you can see here I need to add leg twist, foot roll, swing, and tap. Okay. Attribute, and we're going to say leg twist. You'll notice that I do underscore L and then uppercase T. When you add it here, it looks like capital and it gives the space automatically. And that's Maya's internal naming conventions and how it interprets them. So leg twist, foot roll, and then swing, and then tap. Alright, leg twist, foot roll, swing, and tap. Next, I need to create some groups. And this is the most complicated part. We need a heel group, a swing group, a ball group, and a tap group. Alright, so I can just go G, 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 G. I think I need one more. Oh, I got it, okay. Heel, GRP, swing, GRP, and again, the GRP for me is a naming convention. It's important to get that right so that if other people want to use that, they can. So next we need ball and tap. Alright. Oops. Okay. So the other thing is how we organize these. These all need to be under the foot control. Ball group and tap group are going to be under swing group. So where's my foot control? So I'm just going to pull this underneath there, open it up. Ball is under swing and tap is under swing, exactly like that. Okay? What's next is we need to get our pivot point to be correct. So heel group, and I'm going to turn off this for now. Heel group, the pivot point should be here. Swing group, the pivot point should be at the top of the toe. Ball group will be here, and tap group will be here. Okay, so heel is at the back, swing will be here at the toe, ball will be here, and tap will be here. Even though they're in different places, or they're in the same place, we're going to organize it a little bit differently. Once we get that, we can then start organizing our IK handles. So IK handle 1 and 2 need to go under our ball group. Okay. IK handle 3 is under swing and 4 under tap. Like that. Okay. And let's see how that works. So if we look at the rotate X on this, in this case, you can see this heel group is pulling up the foot. The swing group on rotate Y swings it from the toe. Ball group lifts it from the ball. Tap group lifts the toe up. Alright? So where you put your pivot points, in what order, and where you put your IK handles all are important. So now that we've got that, we can start connecting attributes. Now, the IK handle has the twist right here. So I need to go to Connection Editor, and I'm going to go all the way down here. I'm going to say leg twist, and then IK handle 1. I'm going to look for leg twist right here. And so now when I leg twist, it moves the leg. The next thing that I want to connect is swing. We're going to do foot roll a little bit differently, so we'll just do swing first. So I'm going to grab swing, and if you remember, that was rotate Y. So we need to load that in. Rotate Y. Okay. And then tap is rotate X. So I need to get the tap group, reload that in. Tap, rotate, X. And it's always good to just test it real quick. So I can go here. Swing should go from the toe, which is correct. Tap should tap the toe. And then foot roll, we're going to use set-driven keys. We're going to use set-driven keys to create the foot roll. So that needs to be the driver. Our control is the driver, and we're going to start off with the heel. The heel will be the driven. So if you guys remember, set driven keys, let's look at it. Set dribbling keys means we need to actually keyframe something. So I say foot roll here, and I'm going to use, it's always good to like actually know which rotation you're going to do. So in the end, probably I can get up to -40 or something like that. And it's good to start out with 0, so it's rotate X and then key, and then when my foot roll is -10, then my heel group will be -40, and I key that. And so now, between -10 and 0, okay, now what you see is it's kind of annoying there, so let's just put a limit on this. Edit attribute, foot roll, has minimum, has maximum, maximum of 10, minimum of -10. So that's going to make things easier. So I can see. Alright, let's go back to 0. So now, instead of foot, now I want to animate from the ball group. So this is foot roll, so it rolls up like that. And probably the maximum it can go is right about 75. So let's 0 that out. Make sure you load it as the driven. And again, that's the rotate X. So when foot roll is at 0, ball group rotate X is at 0. When foot roll is at 10, then ball group rotate is at 75. And we key that, and let's check it out. There we go. Nice foot roll. It's always good to save. So now we want to do the other side. We want to do the right foot. So we can get away with duplicating a little bit of the work. So I can go in here, I can say Command D, and I can move this over here, and I'll call that right foot control. And what that allows me to do is it keeps my leg twist, it keeps all these attributes. I have to make sure my pivot point is correct, so I'm going to move my pivot point here. And I need to freeze transformations because I don't want anything in there, so I can 0 it out. And I need to delete these IK handles. You can't duplicate or mirror over IK handles, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to redo that work. And the other thing I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have, even though I have these groups already ordered, they're not in the right place. So I'm going to have to move the pivot point for each one. Now I'm pressing pivot point like this. This is to move the pivot point, and V to snap. So V snaps it to the center of the joints. All right. So that's already saved me a lot of work. I do need to go in here and create IK handles. And you'll see that it's IK handle 5, and it'll be IK handle 6. And I do the same thing. I go from the leg to the ankle, ankle to the heel, heel to the ball, ball to the toe. All right? And you can kind of just look at this. 1 and 2 are 5 and 6, so those go under ball group. 7 is the same as 3, so it goes under swing. And 8 is the same as 4, so it goes under tap. All right. And it's always good to just test it real quick. There we go, that works. Heel group, lifts it up. Ball group, lifts that one up. Tap group, lifts that up. So now we just need to go in there and connect things again. So I'm going to grab here, go to my connection editor again, and I have my leg twist, so I key handle 5, reload it over here, leg twist, twist. So that's done. And then swing, swing, and again it's the swing group here. It's this one right here. So it's reload right, and I need to find my rotation. So rotate Y, and then tap group will be X, rotate X, tap, rotate X. And all of this stuff right here can get really confusing. I understand, right? I've done it so many times that so far it seems like it's going pretty smoothly, but sometimes if I haven't done it for a while, even I forget. There's the tap, and it's just good to make sure everything is working. Alright, so now we have to go back, and it's good to have the exact same numbers from this leg on this leg. So this should still have the foot roll minimum maximum, so it's good. And now what do I need? I need to go to my set driven keys, set, that's my driver, foot roll, and heel, driven, and that's my rotate X. At 0, 0, I'm going to key it. When this one is at -10, my heel group was at -40. Okay, key. Now the next one is my ball group. That's my driven. Go back here, zero this out. So when my foot roll is at 0, then my rotate X on my ball group should be at 0. Key that. And then when my foot roll is at 10, then my ball group should be at 75. And I key that. And let's just check it and make sure it works. Did I get it right? I did. It's always good to check everything. And you can see how it can go quite fast.